Angels, what can you tell us about these energies here for this full moon? What can you tell us about these energies? I'm going to take those. Angel of Hope, Star. Wow, this is lovely. Okay, so we've got the Ice Queen and the Star energy. So introspection, analysis, self-analysis. This is going to bring in this energy of hope because you'll be uncovering things within yourself. And when we can be fearless and really look into our lives, because that really does take courage. And there's so many people who don't do that. We do affect those around us, and that we're stars. And we always, our light is always shining out for others to see. And it's up to them, of course, if they're going to allow themselves the opportunity. We can't make other people do things, but we can keep shining regardless. So that is beautiful, that going with that. Wow. And then we've got the Tower. This is with the divine masculine here, this Tower energy. So there is going to be something that is going to be occurring from the time of this full moon. And they're telling me from June 4th through June 18th, there's going to be some shifts happening here, and divine masculine energy, and seeing, it might actually take the form of something quite dramatic, something that seems like, kind of a crash or an explosion of some sort. And I'm not saying necessarily a physical explosion, but maybe something explosive, information coming out, something that feels quite explosive to people. Maybe not necessarily to you if you're already tuned into that, but for others, and of course we always have to have compassion when truths come out, right? Because even though you've been aware for maybe many, many years, there are people who haven't been. So, we do have to have compassion for them when truths come out. But it does feel like some kind of truth is going to be coming out between this period here, June 4th through June 18th. It's going to feel quite explosive, and it is connected to divine masculine energy. So it is about rebalancing. So it may be something about divine feminine, about feminine, about the females that has been repressed. And this explosive information, this explosive truth, perhaps, is going to help rebalance the energy of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Very interesting. Okay, so, and then we've got friendship, and friendship feels very much like it is going with adventure. So some new friendships coming in for us. Also some playfulness, dolphins, very playful energy, and a lot of healing also. So this is the lighter side of this full moon, this full moon energy coming in, playfulness, also humor. So beautiful humor, that's very much Sagittarius, the humor. What did I do here? I've got this up down. Now, this did come reversed. Now, I don't really do reversed. I don't do reverse. But you know what? In this case, I think I will. Because what this card is indifference. And what they're telling me is they've done this deliberately, as put this in, because all my cards are generally the same direction. So this is very strange that it's reversed. But what they're saying is that people are not going to be indifferent. It's going to be just the opposite. And that's part of this explosion. Feels like it goes with this, very much goes with that. So through this, it's going to break through people's apathy. And of course, this isn't going to happen just during this, short period of a few weeks, June 4th through June 18th. But there's something that's going to be started here. And it is going to break through people's apathy and indifference, which is actually one of the worst feelings is when people are indifferent. So very, very interesting. Now we've got challenges again. Sorry, guys. Challenges has come out twice. And so we've got the Seven of Wands challenges. So, but what it feels like more to me now that this has come out a second time, it's actually what is around, so this information, or this kind of breakthrough energy here, this kind of explosive energy, is going to bring a lot of challenges to people, and maybe not so much to you. Again, if you are very spiritual, or you identify as light worker, starseed, if you identify as those, or any of those, it's not going to be so much challenging for you as for the people around you. And you're really going to be bearing witness to that. Again, this is an opportunity for us to express our compassion and our empathy for others. So, wow. Okay. So, and then this creating this uncertainty, this feels very much, again, that this goes with challenges. It is going to create uncertainty for people. When you see a shift in energy between the sexes, between men and women, whether you're heterosexual or homosexual, there is always a relationship between men and women, the masculine and the feminine. And those relationships may not always be romantic. We all experience that, all of us. And that can create, because of what is going on here, what is this information that's coming out, or this news, or this story, it creates a lot of challenges for people, and it also creates a lot of uncertainty. The other interesting thing is new friendships forming, because people who maybe were asleep last week are going to be awake this week, so new relationships forming. Let's get some last messages here, Lolly. Give us some last guidance with these energies. What do we need to focus on? What do we need to remember? Yeah, what do we need to remember? Two more. Okay. Stand still. Okay. So what we need to remember is that these things have to happen in order for us to move forward, so that we're not always in the reflective, introspective time, right? So that where we have been standing still, is what Lolly's saying, wherever we've been standing still in our lives, there's gonna be a shift, and there's gonna be movement, and this is not only in our individual lives, but on a grander scale. It's always remembering that progress sometimes feels painful. It doesn't have to be, but progress can feel painful. So even if you might be excited about this news, or this information, or whatever this is that's coming out, that other people, that's why it's important we express that compassion, because people who have been standing still are not going to be pushed forward. All right. Purity. Wow. Wow. Okay. So purity, there is, and that goes, was that with this? Innocence? No, it was adventure, wasn't it? Innocence, yeah. Innocence, purity, and innocence. There's something about this coming through as well. And maybe it's for us to get back in touch with that part of ourselves. And that's why, in some ways, the world is so sad a place at times, because many people have lost touch with that innocence and purity, that because we're all born that way. We are all born with purity and innocence. And it gets corrupted, you know, or it can be, not in everybody, of course, but it can get corrupted as we move through life, as people move through their lives. And so this is also going to be in the spotlight in some way, getting back in touch with that. And that is what it is meant to do, is it is meant to get us back in touch with this part of ourselves, that beautiful purity and innocence. Wow. Love, love, love. What a beautiful way to end the reading. I love that this is the last card. Love. So remembering that above all, remembering that we are stars, and we're stars because we're filled with love, and we're filled with love for this earth, for this beautiful planet. And we're filled with love for our fellow humans, even though they at times frustrate us and, you know, do more than that. You know, there's stronger words I could use. But ultimately, this is what it all comes down to, is love. You know, so it's either love or fear. So we choose love. We choose love. All right.